G'day, thanks for watching. Thought we'd take a look at Bitcoin today, see what we can see. So bring some data in. If this market is going to continue to rock and roll to the upside, it's going to have to do it over the next couple of months to follow the patterns that have occurred back here, or cycles that have occurred back here. I think because we have a 4-year low due, this is more likely to go down than go up. So we see this sort of pattern back here. The market rocks and rolls to the upside and then has quite a large drop, 50 to 80% drop. Then it goes again, quite a large percentage drop. Then it goes again. Sometimes it'll make essentially a double top before it has quite a substantial retracement. Percentage-wise, if this is going to retrace, then it could come back into the 30s, 40s, maybe 50s. And that's what this phasing is suggesting. Let's step down to the weekly, have a look at what that's got to say. Bring in some data. Let's just replace the most recent bar. So this has got a serious case of sideways at this stage. Breaking below this previous low will give us a sense that perhaps we're going to see a drop to the downside. We've still got time for this low to occur. Now, so far at this stage, I put that there. Let's take that away and update cycles. So there's still a zone here for where we could in fact get this 8-month low. So the 16-week low's been located up in here. That's broken to the downside. We need to watch carefully and see where the price actually breaks down. If it does, then it's on its way into here. I expect after that there'll be a lift and then a further drop. So that'll take us, let me see if I can see it. That'll take us as far out as the 8th month, 2026. Let me just check that. Yes, August 2026. So that's a fair way out. Of course, we're not concerning ourselves with the situation that far out. Short term, we're looking to see whether this market's actually going to drop or not. So bring in some data. Let's see what the daily's got to say. Well, it's tried to make new highs and really hasn't been overly successful in continuing to do so. So let's update cycles, and I would say Cycle Master will choose this spot. It's chosen this one over here. And that's because of the huge plunge and that may in fact be accurate. This one's a little bit closer to the center of the orb. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. The haloed arrow means it's not a low. Well, it's not Cycle Master's definition of a low. So we'll just go to the one next door. So the jury's out in terms of whether that's the low or whether it's this one over here. Now, if this market is tipping over and is on its way down, the low that's come late in this orb is more likely to be the correct low in the fullness of time. What we find is that when markets are moving to the downside, lows have a tendency to come in late. So we wait and see. This red cross over here is where I got out of my Bitcoin. At this stage, I wasn't so wrapped with my decision. Then over here, I thought, perhaps totally wrong. But so far, this is not convincing me that it's on its way up. So let's see. Thanks for watching.